Hello, everybody. It's Pip here from queenpipcards.com. Welcome to my Moody Monday Pick Me Up video, where I try and cheer up your Moody Monday if you're at work, or if you're at home and you've had loads of chores going on in the morning. I try and cheer you up by having some lovely crafty fun over your lunch hour. So let's talk about what's happening today. Quite a few things are happening today. First of all, it's glorious outside. It's lovely. So if you're not here and you're outside enjoying the sunshine, I completely understand. You can watch this tonight when you come home. It will be recorded live, streamed both to my Facebook and to my YouTube channel. Woo! So if you're here, please leave me a comment. Let me know. I can see some people are watching, so that's great, but I can't see who. I can only see you when you leave me a comment. So please do leave me a comment. It will be lovely to know who's with us today. So what do I need to tell you? Retreat is coming up. It's closing at the end of this week. So if you're interested in coming along to retreat, then you might want to have a look at that and join us. It's just a lovely, fun, crafty day. And who knows what's going to be happening on the 17th of July. It could be miserable, could be raining. It's nearly the school holidays, so it's probably going to be raining by then, because I know that all the mums always say as soon as the school holidays arrive, the rain starts. So yes, so it could be a bit dismal, but it might be just time for you after the whole end of term, getting ready for everything, or just it's been a long June and part of July summer. You might just want to have some fun time just for you, relaxing and chilling out for a day doing some crafting. Or you might not be able to fit it all in the day, but you think you could do half a day and then finish up the rest later whenever you can. And if that sounds like your kind of thing, then my craft retreat might be for you. So we're going to talk a little bit today about the Pansy Patch bundle. Yay! Why? Because the Pansy Patch bundle is coming in your retreat bag. So that's what I wanted to talk to you about today, and we'll just have some fun about how to do perfect pansies. I've got my teeth in so I can say perfect pansies. That'll be good. And then we can chat about all the other stuff that's going on. So who have we got today? Who's joined us so far? Margaret's here, Yvonne's here, Sue's here. Hello, ladies. Nice to see you. Welcome. And Jane's here as well. Hello. Oh, you've got internet today. Hurrah. So we just had a fantastic paper party over the weekend. Absolutely brilliant time. It started on Friday, ran all the way through till Saturday. I run it co-hosted with my friend in the States, Katina Martinez, and we just have a blast. We record a whole bunch of videos. We do a whole bunch of PDFs for 10 card designs, plus some extras that we decide to play with. And we just run it over the whole weekend on Facebook. And we had a Zoom for the first time on Saturday afternoon, a chat along, which was lovely. And we had people from the States joining us. It was so much fun. It was great. So yes, if you fancy a bit of paper partying, I've got that coming up too in September for the next catalogue. So that should be good fun. Oh, who else have we got join us? Jane, Marilyn, Jane says she's on her work PC. Oh, okay, no, I won't tell anybody. Sorry, won't tell anyone. Oh, that's good. Well, maybe it's a connection thing then, Jane. Maybe, who knows? Anyway, so shall we get on with some crafting? I don't think there's much else I have to tell you. Oh, except that today is the last day you can get extra £20 Stampin rewards. So if you put a big order in today, £200, you'll get not only the £20 you normally would get, but you get an extra 20. So you actually get £240 worth of stuff when you put an order in over £200 today. Catherine, hello. That's nice to see you too. So today's the last day for that. Okay, I think that's all I needed to tell you. So yes, so let's talk about pansies, see what we're doing with those, and then if you've got any questions about them, or if you want to ask any questions about retreat, we have some retreat goers on here already. I'm sure they can tell you lots of good things about the retreat, and what they enjoy the most out of it. And if you've never done one before, you might be thinking, I don't know what it's all about. So ask questions. Questions are always good. We like them. Okay, so let's swap my face and my hands over. Let's bring in a little bit extra lighting. Oh, that's a little bit bright, extra lighting. Let's turn that bit down a bit. Oh, don't need quite that much. Okay, there we go. A little bit of extra lighting. So let's talk about the Pansy Patch bundle. So it's Am I too far away for everybody? Do I need to lower my, can you see all that okay? I'm just thinking I'm a bit high. I might need to just lower my camera a little bit. Let me know what you think. I might just try and do that without actually trying to make you feel too seasick. Let's just do this and see if we can't lower you down a smidge. That's a bit better. That's a bit better. That's where we need you to be. Now you can see a bit more. Okay, good. Right, so Pansy Patch bundle comes with a set of stamps, and it's a whopping two-page stamp set, and it's photopolymer, so it's see-through, so you get it where you can, they stick to the back. I keep my sheet on. It's just a thing, because if you've got two sets and you put them together, they could stick together, so I always keep my sheets on. And then it's got some beautiful 2-step, 3-step, even 4-step stamping for the pansies, and then some brilliant sentiments and some really nice fonts. Thank you, happy birthday, a little hello from me to you, love you much. Yeah, it's a bit American. The little things you do make such a big difference. Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. I like that one very much. I like that one a lot. It also comes with a set of dies. So this is going to be in your retreat bundle. So look at them. Ooh, lots and lots of dies, and lots of detailed dies in things that like do embossing as well as just cutting. So we'll talk a bit about those. So we'll do that. Let's pop those in there so we don't lose them. I'm going to show you a couple of things that I've made already so you can get an idea of what they look like, and then we'll work through stuff. Okay, who else have we had join us? Oh, Margaret's joined us, and Linda. Hello, nice to see you. Okay, so I got playing with yellows and oranges and reds, which isn't normally my colours, but I having looked around the garden, I went round and I looked and I saw, what is out there at the moment in my garden. I have loads of pansies, so thought might as well give them a go. And we have a lot of pansies like this. This one I've done without the flowers, I mean without the leaves rather. And then this one I've just used the really big one to do a large pansy in the middle. I'm thinking it could do with another leaf, but I haven't put one on there yet. So this is the 3 cards that I designed just as some very simple stamping. Obviously all the envelopes have stamping to match because, you know, you've got to do that. But these are really simple, just note cards. So we're going to start off with note cards and then we're going to move up from there to some other stuff. Okay, does that make sense? So we'll leave those there. Of course, I thought, well, that's lovely, but I do have some pansies right outside my window, which are actually in a completely different colour range. And you won't be surprised to learn that they're in a purple colour range. I've got my lilacs. So I thought I'd play with these. Because if you look, we've got Fresh Freesia, Highland Heather and Gorgeous Grape. Angela, who's just joined us from the office, is going to be delighted that I'm using these colours because they're her colours as well. Oh, and Monique's joined us from Holland. Hi, nice to have you here with us today. So yeah, so these are lovely, gorgeous colours, and they do make for lovely pansies. And I'm going to add to it the Evening Evergreen, okay, which is another one of our new in colours. And you know, you can tell it's an in colour because it has this square on top of it. So if you look, it's got a little square here and it says in colour. Whereas if it's one of our classic range, it doesn't have that square at the top. It's just blank. So that's a good way of telling your in colours from your standard family colours. Hey, Alison's joined. She's got a signal. Hurrah! Oh, that's good. Good. So these are the colours we're going to be playing with right now. And we will move on to different colours later. But I just thought I would show you how to make some really simple pansies. Now, the note cards do come with a very faint scoreline, but I do like adding another scoreline to it just to be, those ones I didn't bother, but for you guys I'm going to just go in and just do another one. You don't have to do this, but it makes them sit down a little bit easier if you do. Oh, I'm getting reflection. Let's move those out the way there, that's better. So I'm just doing this at 3.5 inches because these are imperial card measurements, this one. So we'll do that, and then we'll do this. And I do this just, as I say, just to give us a good score line and a good fold. And then I always come in with my bone folder, which is the only weird sounding tool, I guess, that we have in the crafting world. I mean, I guess all our crafting things sound a bit different to people who've never been in a crafting environment before, but I think bone folder is probably one of the ones that's like, oh my goodness, you're going to fold my arm in half? What are you going to do with that? So, you know, so there's that we have to contend with. But anyway, so I do that just so that we've got some nice folds going on, and then I check my leading edge, which is basically that you have to find the way that the cards open most naturally. That's your leading edge. So that's the front. Okay. Now, let's talk about the stamps. Because as I say, it's a big stamp set with lots of things in them. So we have these smaller pieces. Just going to take this off without losing this one. These are the smaller ones. Okay, so we're going to start off with the small pansies, and you've got these two elements, which I haven't actually used both of them on this one, so I'll show you why and the difference today. And then these sort of bearded pieces, they look like someone's beard to me. On this side, you also need to do your filling in bits, okay? And then the most important piece is this tiny little piece. Oh, I'm getting reflection down here. Put that on a block and do not lose it, because as you can see, it's tiny, but boy, does it make a difference when you stamp your pansy. Okay, it's just you need it. Okay, so I'm just going to say you've got to keep that one because it is diddy, and I can imagine that you might, you know, it could be easily lost if you're not careful. So just that's the only one out of the set that I would think you need to take care with. Apart from that, all the others are very simple. Oh, I've got a frowny face. Somebody's not happy. Who's not happy? Are you sad because you can't be with us today, or are you actually angry about something? I hope you're not angry about something. That would not be good. We don't like angry on a Moody Monday. It's about cheering people up, this one. So, okay, so I'm going to take these out. So those are the three that I'm going to need to start off with. All right. And I'm going to show you the two different types of pansy. So on this one, we've just got it with the infill piece there. Okay, so starting with your lightest stamp set. No, ink pad. Oh, your thumb slipped. That's all right, Margaret. As long as you're not unhappy, I'm okay. I would put my pierce mat underneath, just because it needs to have a bit of cushioning because it's photopolymer. And we're just going to pop a pansy on. So this is the fresh freesia going on first off. Oh, it's lovely. Now my pansies all tend to have a little bit of a lilt to the left because I'm stamping them one-handed. If I was doing it more formally, I'd stamp them all like this, and then they wouldn't have a lilt to the left. There we go. So that has a lilt to the right, which I wanted. So that's that. And then I'm going to take I've left them all a little bit wider than I did before, I think. Yeah, they're not gonna line up properly now, Pip. I might be able to get this one and this one, I think we can do, and then I'll extend that one. The good news is that if you get your little pieces like this wrong, which are your stems, it comes with an extra bit of stem that you can use to top up. So you get an extra bit of stem for top ups, which is very handy in my view. And I'm using Evening Evergreen. The ones I did with the yellows and the reds, I used the jade, just jade, because I thought that went well with those. These I'm coming in a little bit darker. This will still look okay. Okay. They don't have to line up exactly with the pansy. That's my view. What we'll do is we'll pop this one down just here. And it doesn't matter that that's overlapping because I can put a little leaf on there. And then the little leaf can go over the top, sort of in the middle, and it'll just sort of hide that piece, especially with a dark colour. Ooh, will it fit? Will it fit? Will it fit? Oh, hopefully it'll fit. Yeah, there we go. Not bad. So this is a 2-step stamp, so you should go back over it again with the infill piece. So where's my other small? Let me grab my little blocks are very useful for these. So pop that on. I'm going to go back in again with the evening evergreen. It's going to make it quite dark, but it'll lighten up as it dries. And you need to just align the outside edge on that outside. There you go, perfect. And then we'll put another leaf underneath so it doesn't look odd. And we'll just add another leaf in here. And then once I started adding leaves, I kind of got carried away because they're so much fun. And again, it doesn't matter that it's not perfect. Just adding my leaves in. I might add another one on this side. Like so, kind of covers it up. See? So you just keep going. So we'll have leaves down the bottom. I'm not doing leaves over the top of the flowers on this one because in some of the pansies I found that they came up over the flowers, if you see what I mean. Okay, so now those pansies need a bit more oomph. So there are two things you can do. You can either just stamp this central bearded piece here, or you can go in with the next tone up, which would be Highland Heather. And that one, you put this funny looking thing in that's just an outline. Okay. So we'll pop that in, line that up. I'm going to come right over the camera for this, if I can. Okay. Perfect. Look at that. Isn't that pretty? So you're just lining up. I line up that top smush and then the top 2 petals and then the base one as well. I don't know if you can see that as I'm doing that. Move my hands out of the way a little bit. There we go. And then, oops. Oh, I nearly put my stamp down on my cards. That would be a mistake. Right, let's move those over there a second. I just want to move this up a bit so you've got a bit more light coming in. Okay, and then for this one, a little bit more like this. And then over there. Now, the good thing is that even if you're not perfect with them, they still tend to look brilliant, which is great. So I like that. Then I'm going in with my gorgeous grape to do that beard. Now you can, if you want to, on this, you could just put in a central piece. I need my yellow, which I forgot to pick up. Hold on, sorry about this. So I would always try and do your pansy middle in yellow or blank. So either leave it blank like that or put a yellow in. It looks brilliant with a yellow in. And that's your little triangle piece to see, to go in there. Doesn't that look good? Just pop, makes it pop as soon as you put that one in. So you can either leave it like that, because they don't have to have middle pieces, you know, they can have them just as they are, like so. Or you can put the bearded bit in the middle. And I would, for that, I'm using Gorgeous Grape, which must be this one. Just getting my yellow out of the way so I don't stick my arm in my yellow, because that would be a thing. Then you line up that central triangle and then you pop in, see that? Pop in that middle section there. I wonder if I can even go a bit lower down so that you can see, because this is really detailed stuff. Let me see if I can just drop you down a smidge more. I apologise for shaking while we do this. And for the side of my arm. Whoops. Ooh, there we go. Let's try that. How low is that? Is that a bit better? Oh, that might be a bit better for you. Good. Okay, we'll stay here. Might have a bit of trouble when we put the mini in, but anyway, let's see. We'll try. We'll see. Okay, so then this one's coming in here. Just thinking, because it's really detailed, you want to be able to see what I'm doing. And then this one, again, follow that triangle in for the little beard. So now you've got your pansies looking like that. Pretty, huh? I think they look so pretty. And then you can add a sentiment, whatever you want. I'm making a lot of thank yous at the moment, so we'll have a lot of thank yous going on. And I would do the thank you. You can either pick up one of the, you can either do the green or you could pick up one of the colours. I'm going to pick up Gorgeous Grape. I wonder why. And then pop that down somewhere up there. Good thing is it's quite bouncy writing, so it doesn't necessarily have to be perfect, but it still looks okay because it's bouncy. We like that. Then we're going to take the envelope, because we don't forget the envelopes. She says, if I can, oh, maybe I have forgot. No, I've got the envelopes here. No, I've got the envelopes here. Here we go. Oh, I've got it mixed up with the other ones. There we go. Take the envelope, and we're going to do exactly the same thing on the envelope. So, fresh freesia, straight down. Highland. See, I'm a little bit crooked every time I go say straight down. I'm not really straight down. I'm a bit of a wonky angle, but never mind. It works. Gorgeous Grape. And then fill in with the little tiny piece in the center. There we go. So now we have a nice pretty envelope to go with a nice pretty card. So that's that one. Then we also have, what did I do? That one. Okay, so I've done that one, I've done that one. So now I can show you the bigger one. Do you want to see the bigger one? Should we do another little one? We could do another little one. Quite like this. So this little one includes this little one here. So let's try and do that one. So for this one, you need the curvy stem. There's quite a lot of stems in here. We get a lot of stems. So we need to put that on a block. What's that? Ah, see, I like this. This is nice. I'm glad, Jane. Thank you. I'm glad you like it. Ah, thank you. That's very kind of you, Janice. Thank you. So I love doing them. They just, I could make hundreds of cards with these. They're just so pretty, which is a good thing because retreat we do quite a lot. So yeah, if you come into retreat, you get a lot for your money's worth. I do tend to what everyone calls overachieve, which basically means I make lots of projects and then expect everyone to do them in the day that they have available. I'm probably not quite so bad when I'm at my one-day retreats as I am at my weekend. My weekend retreats, I tend to get a little bit overboard with everything, just go a bit crazy. So, but you know, I like to think that people have their money's worth. You know, you don't want to come to something and then feel like you've been cheated and not had anything. You know, you haven't had enough value for money out of it. So we will hopefully continue that. But the way I see it is everything's recorded, so you can just watch it all again later. You don't have to worry about doing it all there and then, which is grand. And I have to say, since we've been doing it on video, people have definitely finished more projects than they did when they came in person, because although we still do have chatting, there is less chatting than there was in the actual, you know, face-to-face ones. Okay, so for this little puppy, we're going to be doing a little bud, basically. So fresh freesia in, like so. And then I'm going to go with, I find that if you leave them a little bit, they actually just settle. The ink settles, dries a little bit. And then the next, if you're doing tone on tone especially, then the next colour pops up better after you've let it dry a little bit. Okay, so we'll just do that. Jane says, yes, I know. It is actually, though, gulp, only about 4 weeks, I think. And I need to get making and videoing. I've got it all in my head, but I need to get videoing on it. So yeah, so it's not actually that long, but yeah, it feels a bit longer. I'm actually quite glad that it is in July, because otherwise I think I might not have been ready for it. So anyway, I'm just having a swig of my tea. Oh, fact, I'm just going to finish that because otherwise that'll be cold by the next time I remember it. Thank you very much for letting me do that. I love a cup of tea, as you all know. Oh, and it does set me up for the day. A bit of tea. Right, so yeah, we'll put one of these in here next to that. Not right next to it, kind of next to it. Nestle another one, oops, down in here. Good thing about this is you can always see whether you've inked up your stamps enough, because you can generally see through. Now see if we do that, and then we can extend those two. Or I could, yeah, that would make more sense, I think. Right, talking to myself here as I design. So I want this to look like this is the one coming down from there. So we'll pop this one right here. Okay, so that looks like it's the one coming through behind, especially once we've done the other bits on. And then we'll take that extension piece and pop this one up to that one, and then this bit, turn it round, and it'll go the other way down into that one. See how cool that is? And then suddenly you've got like a whole stem thing going. So that's pretty cool. Okay, so I think I'm going to leave it like that. Shall I put leaves on it? Probably should have leaves on it. I think I might do the leaves in sage and then do the overlay so you can see the overlay, because it's quite cute. Let's do that. Let's get some soft, I keep calling it sage, soft succulent, sorry. Ugh. Soft succulent, not sage. It just looks like sage in color tone, you know. Anyway, it's just me. So I'm going to put this in a lighter color this time, and we'll just sort of hang these off the stems like this. There we go. So it looks like we've got some leaves going on here. Yeah, that kind of. And then we'll go in with a dark evergreen to make it match with that stem. That looks a bit better. There we go. And then make sure you're lined up. There we go. Ooh, oh, that wasn't very lined up yet, but never mind. We can cope with that. So there we go. That's our leaf elements done. Now we can go back in and we can do some other things. So let's just do, if we just did the inside with the gorgeous, inside with the gorgeous grape. There we go. And then we'll do this in this detailed piece for the bud in gorgeous grape too, although I don't know whether it would be in the darker color or not, but we'll put it in there anyway. See, look how cute that looks. Oh, yellow for my middles. I mean, you can leave them white, but I think just a touch of yellow might just bring that out. There we go. There we go. So now we have 2 pansies and a little bud coming up. So we've got a whole 3 thing going on. And we could turn that one into a happy birthday. Let's do a happy birthday like that. And this time we'll do it with we're not using Highland Heather. We can do it with freesia, can't we? It'll be fine. Do it with the freesia. There we go. Happy birthday. Just like that. Ta-da! So you can see how quick and easy these ones come together. I can do the envelope. What are we thinking so far? Are we enjoying these? Let's do one on the front of this envelope. Let's make it a little bit different. Who likes pansies? Are we all a pansy fan, or are some people like, oh no, I really don't like that flower, it's really annoying? Yeah, because some people don't like certain flowers. So the bud reminds you of, okay, so Janice has got a good point. I like that the bud reminds me of violets. That's very true. Yes, which is good because it means that you can make violets with them as well without even knowing that that's what you could do. So that's a bonus, isn't it? That's like an added bonus. There we go. So now that has a front showing little envelope. So that's cute. Okay, so the next one I'm going to make is with the bigger flower. Now, let's just clean all these off. Let's have some chat while we're having chat. Hi, Lisa Jane's joined us. Hello, how are you? No need to apologise for being late. I'm here all the way through lunch and on replay. I'm just cleaning at the moment so I can get rid of these little stamps and bring on the big guns. Oh, Jane's got to go. See you Saturday, hun. That's cool. Yes, Saturday I have my big demonstrator day. Very excited about that. Demos from all over. Got some from the UK, some from America, all coming in, having a fab Zoom session. We're going to be crafting and having fun all day and learning lots of business stuff at the same time. So that's also good. So, and we will be playing with Pansies on Saturday as well. So I'm playing with Pansies a lot at the moment, all this weekend, like all this Saturday, and then for my retreat as well. So loads and loads of ideas I'll be having for people. So that's good. Right, any other questions about Pansies, or are we all good? Everybody happy? Understand the concept? Good. Let's pick some different ones now. Let's go upper level. And then I'll get the die cutting machine out. And we'll just see the bigger ones. You need a big card for that. I wouldn't recommend doing the dies on the little cards unless you're just going to cut out one of the pansies that you've just stamped. Because the pansies, I mean, you can, but well, it depends on what you want to do. If you want to take over the whole card, that would be brilliant for that. But if you don't want to take over the whole card, then probably stick to the smaller ones and just do stamping, not die cutting. Right, what am I doing? Just trying to get us some bigger blocks available. Here we go. So we've got this funky looking thing. I think that looks like some kind of face, like with Medusa hair. Do you know what I mean? That's probably just me. You could stick a couple of eyes in the middle of it. I reckon you've got some kind of scary face going on. Then you've got this one. Sure, that's not what it's intended. Then we've got this one. And then we've got another different beard, which is it's bigger than the one you use for the small pansy, but it's definitely there. Okay, let's move those out of the way then. So again, same color range. Let's just keep to that. So for this one, I just put one big whopping flower in the middle. So this is what it looks like with just the big central flower. And it is mottled like that. That's just how it is. So you could then just go straight in from there and do your beardy bit. I'm sure it's nice. It's probably got a proper name, but I'm going to call it a beardy bit. Then you could go back again with some of your lighter fresh freesia, and then just come in with your yellow center. The yellow center is the same for all of them. And see, that's a nice pansy, isn't it? So pretty. So pretty. Oh, look at this. We've got some lovely comments coming up here as well. Oh, Yvonne, yes. Her garden's full of them. And you have the set, so it's very useful. Absolutely. You can just mix and match, and it's really good. You go out, I take pictures and then see what colors they do. And then Sue's loving the pansies. Can't wait for retreat. Oh, look. And you like retreat. You've been to retreat before, so that's good. She's coming back. That's always a good thing. Sue's been to loads of retreats now. She likes the online ones, don't you, hun? So that's a big pansy. And then I just put the big statement in the middle of it. I like this one, my favorite, which is, no, not that, this one. Wishing you a little extra happiness just because you're you. So obviously we'll put that in gorgeous grape. Put that down here. And then this is when I thought I needed a little leaf, but actually I'm thinking it probably doesn't need a leaf. It's probably okay just as it is. It's just a pansy. Everyone can see it's a pansy, right? So that's that one. Now I do want to show you another one So I need to get some cardstock out now. Then I'm going to die cut this one out. So we're going to go for the big fresh freesia again. There we go. Then we're going to go for the next one, which we didn't use the last time, which is this beardy, this like really weird coloured one. Okay. So that one then falls in here and it almost covers up what you've actually done. So it just leaves a little sort of taster, if you like, of the fresh freesia behind. See that? Then you go back in with your big beard. I can't call it anything else now because that's what it is to me, in Gorgeous Grape. And then I'm going to go back in with my, here we go, fresh freesia again. So I'm pulling that background colour back in to the middle of my flower now, and then adding in the yellow. See? So now you've got like almost a four, it feels like a four colour, it's not, but it's got that little hint of white in it, which I really like, because it just adds just a touch of like light and shade to the pansy. I think it makes it sort of 3D almost, because you've got that little bit of white in it there. So that's how you would use all of them. I mean, you can if you want to, and here's something that I have done on other cards, is you can just use that on its own, kind of like on the outside, almost like it's a white pansy. And then we do the big beard, or you can just go straight in with the little, but let's do the big. Let's really overload this and then go back in with some fresh freesia in the middle. There, a little bit off center. Then when I cut that out, it'll look like a white pansy that's got the colouring in it. Yeah, so you've got so many different options, and that's what I mean. I just love all the different options you've got. So I'm just going to show you a couple of things with the actual dies that we've got and how they look, and then I'm going to show you some other cards that I've made with it as well, so you can see a couple of other things. Sue, I love you. That's marvelous. She likes online. She'd never get all my cards done at the weekend otherwise. Yeah, exactly. It's true. I think you finished all of them, didn't you, at the last one and the one before that? And it's like, this is the first time I've ever finished all of them. That might be because you just natter quite a lot. And we do love a little bit of a natter. Whereas when you're at home, and also because you've got all your stuff around you. So when you go to Craft Retreat, normally, if it's like in person, and we will be doing in person again if I can get the hotel to sort out some decent pricing for us. But when we go to the hotel, you've got to take all your stuff with you, because you get like your own craft desk. So you can set up your own station. So you can set up your own Stampin' Cut and Emboss. You can bring pretty much the kitchen sink, but there's always going to be something that you've left behind, and that will be the thing that you want to use, because that's just the way it is, right? That's just sod's law, isn't it? That you always have the one thing you want is the one thing that you've left at home, or you meant to pack and forgot. So when you're doing it online at home, it's great because you can't forget anything. It's all around you. So that's the good thing. Right, let's move these out of the way. I'm going to have to put them away, guys, because I just don't have physical room on my desk. So any other questions, any other thoughts about pansies while I'm doing this? Oops. There's a lot of pieces to put away, so just make sure you count them all out and count them all back in again. I must say I love this new way of doing it, where you've got all the pictures on your set, because you can actually see what you're putting back in again, so that's quite good. Anne says she loves them. Why did I know you would like those ones, especially with the different purples? They just look divine. Lisa Jane says gorgeous, thank you. That's very nice. Don't forget your little tiny bit in the middle, because that's the really important piece. And of course it's the one piece that you would, naturally overlook if you weren't paying too much attention to what you were doing. Now I'm missing something. I'm missing the words. There we go. And I didn't clean those off, did I? See, so you can immediately see that you're missing it. I think that would be great. Love online. That says C. That's cool. Don't think we've got any more comments, so that's fine. That is good. But you're all still there and watching, so that's good. That's fab. You're obviously enjoying it. There we go. Put that over there. I'll try not to do an hour and a half, but I'm already at. I've got 20 minutes, so that's cool. That's okay. We're doing okay. Right. So that's that one. So let's just pop these away. Hopefully it's during it. So everybody got nice summer plans. Everybody waiting with bated breath to hear from Boris this afternoon. I know I am, just because we're planning on. We've got a holiday planned in July. So I'm just. Oh, Janice has got to go. Oh, midnight in New Zealand. Oh, bless you, hun. Thank you so much for watching. We really appreciate you. I hope I sent you off to sleep with a snoozy way of just enjoying some pansies. Have fun and sleep well. I love it. We can have all these people from around the world. It's just amazing. So great. Okay, so now we've got all that tidied away. Let's get the my cut and emboss out. So I've got my little mini. I've got my new plates, all in honour. Well, that fits under there, all right, doesn't it? That's okay, good. So one thing I forgot to do was lower my camera down, but I think we made it okay. Got my new plates, nice and shiny. I know there'll be some of you out there going, no, don't cut into the plates, but honestly, they need it, and the other one just desperately needs to be replaced. So here we go. All right, let's get that out. There. Now in this set, you can cut out both the big and the small pansy. Okay, so that's the small pansy, this is the big pansy. So you can go in and you can just cut these out. Oh, it won't fit, typical. Let's just cut that down. There we go. So let's cut this one out, because then we can see that it looks like a white pansy. So I love white pansies. So this one's a little bit harder to line up when you haven't got anything around the outside, but you kind of sort of get it with the chops at the side and the dent in the middle and then the little curve at the bottom. And then I'm going to use a bit of washi tape just to hold that in place. Don't want it to move. And then I'll pop that in there. And off we whiz. There we go. And that then gives us a beautiful little white pansy. Isn't that cute? That's come out really nice. And then this one we can take as well and die cut. Okay. This one's got all the bits so that you can follow it around and see where you're. It's quite an easy stamp to line up actually, because it's got that little dent up there, the two little hooks at the side, and then the bit at the bottom. Okay. Although I'm looking from an angle, hopefully that's straight. Oh, I so love my little mini. Oh. Makes it so much easier for doing my Facebook Lives, because I'm not actually having to lug the big one up and down from the floor. So it definitely saves my back. There we go. See, so they're the two pansies that we did. Now all cut out. Don't forget to take it off the pet cardstock before you throw it away, so that you don't lose your die. How many of us have done that? Ended up rooting through the bin looking for the die that you know you had a minute ago, and then realised that you've actually just binned it. So don't do that. That's not a good thing to do. So they're the plain pansies, okay? But the fun starts when you come to the more detailed dies, okay? So I have down here, where is it? Come on. Somewhere down here I have fresh freesia. I have a little bit of fresh freesia. So we use, oh, a very little bit. I might need to go and get some more of that. We'll use that just for our edging. Okay, and we'll do this one in white. So we're going to make the same kind of pansy, but we're going to make it in white. And then I just need, oh, I got my gorgeous grape here. I might need to just grab a piece of gorgeous grape. Come on, where are my brights? Where are my brights collection? You're in here somewhere. Subtles, brights. Here we go. Let's grab a bit of gorgeous grape. I can see you. I can see you. You're not getting away that easily. There we go. We'll make a nice gorgeous grape card with this, I think. Lovely. Might even send this out. Who wants to get this card at the end of the day? That's the question. Might need to do a little bit of commenting and sharing and all that kind of jazz. If you know somebody who you would like to send a Pansy card to, and you think, oh, I could send that to so-and-so, then why not put your name in here or do a comment, and then if you win the card, I'll send it to you and you can send it on. There you go. That would work, wouldn't it? So that's my card base. Okay. So I'm going to do a white pansy, so it matches. So we need this funny looking thing, which is the base pansy. And then you're going to need to do 2 of these, which are the petals. It's a big thing. Just going to chop that so it's going to fit in my little mini. It should fit one side or the other. There we go. Now these cut, as I said, and emboss at the same time, so you don't have to bother rolling it through two times. You just pop it all in one go, and then when it comes out the other side, it's already done for you. So that saves time. I love a bit of time saving. I mean, even though crafting is a hobby and you're doing it to relax, which you are obviously, and enjoy yourself, you still want to have a bit of time saving. If there's anything that you think could be the boring bit, you know, you still want to do a bit of time saving if at all possible. Right, can you see how they've come out all embossed? You see that? That's cool, isn't it? Eh? Yeah. So you do another one of those. So you just need 2 of the petally bits and just 1 of the big sort of heart-shaped piece. Oops, 3. Creaky grain. Okay, pop that up. Okay, then we're going to do the fresh freesia pieces. So we need, oops, one of this sort of funny pansy outline shape, and then you're going to need 2 of these half moons. There you go. So we're going to run that back through. This is the one that sometimes is tricky to get out because it's if you just tap it, it just pops. So it's not really that hard. And that one just falls out, so that's good. That one's just fallen out, so that's excellent. There we go. I'll do 2 of these. Oops. And then we need the little gorgeous grape piece and some centers. So no, it's attached. It's attached. There we go. So I just flick it. Might need to bring my tape, or I'll bring my tape, the pick tool in, or my brush. Just going to bring this in. It's decided to get stuck. I have been playing with it quite a lot. So sometimes it's like, I've had enough. There we go. Right, so that's that and that. And then that, put that back over there. Then we're going to put a little bit of gorgeous grape in for the beardy bit. It's not my card base, is it? No, that's good. That would be a little bit tricky. Okay, so that's going to go there. So there's quite a lot of moving parts to this. Oh, see, That's nice. That's lovely, Yvonne. Yvonne says she'd like to send one to her sister because she struggled with COVID. Oh, through COVID. Oh, bless her. Both. That's harsh. You're very kind. And Sue wants to send quite anybody a Pansies card, which is very nice. Just lots of people to send cards to. Okay. So then in the middle pieces here, they come as a set of 3. Whoops, where am I? There. Which is quite handy because it saves you having to do loads and loads of die cutting of lots of them, if you know what I mean. You just whack it through once and you've got 3s worth. I'm trying to find myself a bit of yellow. Oh, might have to go off the Daffodil Delight because the closest thing I've got is crushed curry, I think. Crushed curry, or what's this? That's a whole card base. Yeah, let's do this. Bit of crushed curry, that's not going to fit in. So chop another bit off. This will look quite nice actually with gorgeous grape. Crushed curry goes lovely with gorgeous grape, so that's good. So pop that there. So this chops out 3 of these all in one go. So if you're batch making, again, great time saver. Alrighty, so now we've got our 3 light drops, which are just our centers. We're good to go. So take that out there. Put these back over here. All stuck up with something. So I'm just going to show you how to make this one pansy. Oh, that is loud, sorry. And then I'll show you some other cards and then we will see where we're up to. Okay, so here we have these and these. Now, what you're trying to do is put that onto there. So what I see people doing is they go, oh, okay, I've got to glue this delicately, hold it in my hand, and I've got to try and glue all the way along there. Now, that's fine, and, you know, I can do that. But some people can't do that. They struggle with their dexterity, or they just get glue everywhere, or whatever. So I'm telling you, yep, that's one way of doing it, and you can do that if you have the hand-eye coordination or dexterity or no shakes or whatever to do that. That's fine. But if you don't, you just need to know where you're gluing, because the glue goes both ways, right? So I just glue the top of this. If you just put a little line right at the very top of your pansy here, just around that top curve, then it's so much easier, because then you just put the curve to the pansy, and then it doesn't have to be perfect edge to edge because it's going to sit. It's going to be glued. So you just do that. Much easier, right? So much easier. Then we're going to stick them to the back of this. So again, I just glue the back of this, pop one of them on so I can see how it's going to look. Okay. Pop the other one on so I can see how it's going to go. Look, they need to go a bit further in because they need to cover each other, like so. And you can get pictures off the internet or whatever of what pansies should look like if you don't have any in your garden, so you can see how they're supposed to kind of layer on top of each other. And because I only glued at the bottom, that means it is possible to then curl this if you want to, so you can have the pansies actually having a bit of shape to them. So just rub your thumb over it and then you've got a little bit of shape going to that. I would do that after I put this on, but I've forgotten, did it beforehand, but never mind. So now we're doing this. Now this comes down the front here, round the sides, round the bottom, back up and back round the side. Okay, covers the whole base of the flower, like so. All right, but if you have curled your flower, then you might need to just curl that top piece as well. Got a bit carried away there. All right, so that's that. And you can kind of tell if it's right because you won't have any white showing. And when you turn it over, you shouldn't have any purple showing. You should be able to see them all perfectly. Okay, so that's that. And then this, I like to put my little central piece in before I put my little beard piece in, because you've got the space there. It shows you where it's supposed to go. So put a dab there, and you know from the stamp set that it goes point upwards, like so. So again, pick up, drop down. Get it straight, Pip. No, that's still a bit crooked. Come on, straighten. Thank you. Okay, so you've got that there, and then you can put your beardy bit on top. Oops. Okay, needs to come up just a smidge. Needs to come up a smidge more. Let's just sit where that actual. Oh, stop, 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 stop. Come on, not that much. There we go. Like so, because this then sits over the top of it and sort of just touches those top pieces. Do you see what I mean? Does that make sense? So this bit, and this time I am gluing this bit just because it's easier for me to work out where it's going. They sort of sit and attach just into those gaps that are there, that are left there. But I just think it looks better if you put the middle bit in first, and then you can always use take your pick to really get that in, like so. And there you have your pansy. Easy peasy, really. You just have to play around with it, then curl it a bit if you want to, you know, give it a bit of texture, depending on how big a card you're going to put it on or whatever. And then you have your little pansy, which looks very lifelike. And then you would add leaves and all that kind of stuff. We've got a couple of stamped ones that we could add behind. Doesn't look too off with the stamped ones, even though they are different sizes. It is bigger, this one. And you can overlap the petals a bit more. I've overlapped my petals, I've realised, the wrong way, but that's okay. My pansies are petaling the wrong way, but that's okay. So so yeah, as I say, just then you put it all together on a card. So let's just do that. I'm going to use a little bit of the papers. I haven't even talked about the papers yet, and the papers are just glorious. The papers all match. They use all of the in colour stuff, okay, and they coordinate beautifully. Plus, there are a couple of special pieces. So we've got this piece, we've got this piece. Turn them over. We've got gingham and plain bumblebee. It's not plain, it's got a little pattern on it, a pansy pattern. Then we've got this gingham, we've got the fresh freesia gingham, calypso coral, and then this piece, which I think is just beautiful, really nice. And then on the other side we've got the evening evergreen and soft succulent and soft sea foam, a lot of softs in that stripe pattern, which is pretty. On the back of this one we've got leaves, and then on the back of this one we've got pansies, and on the back of this one we've got like a lot of pretty flowers. But these two can also be used with the die cutting, okay, because these two are exactly the same size as the pansies that you can stamp and cut out. So these work and the leaves work. So you can cut the leaves out of the papers, and you can cut both the big and the small pansies out of the papers as well. So that's cute, and that adds an extra dimension to your crafting. And we're going to be playing with all of these things at retreat. So much fun coming. Cannot wait. And of course you get all of this in your goodie bag, so you know, you'll have all the stuff that you need. I don't ask, it's not like you have to buy anything extra, but yeah, so that's fun. Right, so now we're going to be using this one. I'm going to put some gingham on there and some white and some pansies. Let's get those out of the way. So got a white base here. Oh no, that's a bit big. Chop that down. I need my trimmer out anyway. So I'm going to do a white base and then a little bit of gingham at the bottom, I think, just to add in that fresh freesia colouring. And then we've got enough gorgeous grape. I can do a small panel. Not that way, that was cut by hand. We'll do a small panel just so it's got something as a background. And then we'll do a white piece inside that. There's some extra white. Is this going to be big enough? Is it big enough that way? That's the question. No, not quite. Let me get another piece. I know what I want to do in my head, so I just need to get the pieces lined up and I'll be fine. Yeah, that's big enough that way. So 7.5. I think that was 8, and then 10. No, that's 10. 10? Yeah. 9.5. How's that looking? Yeah, that's good. Good. Okay, there we go. Now I'm going to put a little sentiment on the bottom of this. Okay, because we still want to send it as a card and say something. And I think this one is probably a good one for a happy birthday. Do you think? I think a happy birthday would look nice. Or maybe just a thank you, but I think a happy birthday. See, now that's why I keep those sheets in, because sometimes they do come out. So the sheets are handy to just keep them in place. Let's happy birthday this. Here we go. And we'll use Gorgeous Grape because it's a nice strong colour and it matches. Always good. Hey, hi Alison. Alison's joined us. It's fine to be late to the party. We've been playing with Pansies. We'll do a recap in a bit. So bear with. We'll do happy birthday there. Like so. You could add some, oh, in fact, let's do that. Let's add some of the gorgeous grape sheer ribbon. Oh, because we need something to go around that join. So let's add a bit of gorgeous grape ribbon. Okay, so it's all coming together. So we've got our card base, we've got our basic white and our piece of DSP, which can go on here. I'm popping that on at the bottom, like so. Yeah, we've been playing a lot with Pansies, Alison. We've been doing loads. Then I'm going to get my seal and do my ribbon. So, Angela, you must be absolutely in heaven. We've got having a whole ribbon, a whole gorgeous grape and Highland Heather and fresh freesia fest here today. Okay. See if that's straight. That's straight. I quite like it overlapping a little bit like that. That's nice. Put that down. Okay, that shows it's not been printed. Do you know what I mean? I mean, although everybody will know when they actually get it, it's not been printed. But if you're showing it off on a picture or whatever on your social media, and you go, "Oh, look, I've just got this card," it's kind of obvious that it's not been printed when it's a bit more obvious like that. There we go. I don't know about you, but I love sharing the cards that I get from people. I've still got some that I need to share. I've had some lovely cards recently. Okay, so that's that. We'll put this on here. There we go. pop that over the top there, like so. This can just go flat because it's only over a little bit of ribbon, and I want the pansy to be really popping. Make sure it's kind of equal. That's just me and my OCD. Oh no, but don't make the ribbon come up. There we go. That's it. There we go. Like so. And then I'm going to pop this pansy on right in the center there, like that. And I'm going to use a few carefully positioned dimensionals on the back. Okay. The reason why I say carefully positioned is because we don't want to lose all that lovely ruffling. So whilst we don't want soggy middles, we also don't want to lose the kind of movement of the petals. So we'll put them right in the middle, and then we'll allow the ruffling to go on around it, if you see what I mean. There we go. So we can still move these. This one can still move up, even though it's the wrong way around, and we can still sort of go in and do that bit again. There we go. What do we think of that, huh? Do we like? Very simple design, but I think with that pansy it really makes it pop, doesn't it? And obviously you could go in, you could use one of these instead if you preferred, or even more. Do a whole bunch of pansies. Fab. Okay, so let's have a quick recap. We've done this one. We've tested out those two stamping styles. We've done this one. We've done these two. Real fest of pretty freesias, fresh freesia colours and purples today on our pansies. These were the ones I did before in the oranges and reds and yellows. So this was Daffodil Delight, Poppy Parade, and a little bit of Pumpkin Pie, in case you're wondering, on those, and then Just Jade, as I said, for the stems. And then I have made a couple of others which I want to show you. Now these, there's two, one with just the papers, but using a different stamp set. This is from the Many Happenings stamp set, which was part of our paper party this weekend. So we did that. That was just an extra one I did for this weekend. And then this one is using just this sentiment. Remember I said I really liked this sentiment. This is using it with matching it with the expressions in ink. And this card, one of the lovely demonstrators who gave us a virtual share for the incentive trip shared this little tip, which was that you could do this as an opening, and then if you didn't want to choose between the two halves of your papers, you just folded it in half and made that your central piece, which I just thought was gorgeous. So this is one whole long piece of your beautiful papers, and then you just fold it in half, and then that becomes the center to your aperture card. I thought it was a lovely trick, so I thought I have to make one of those. So I was playing yesterday and did that. So again, you don't have to necessarily use the wording or even the stamps with the papers that come with the pack if you don't want to. But I think if you have a look at that, you can see just how versatile a set it is and how different they can look with different things. And I've got, as I say, loads more happening for retreat. So leave me a comment. Let me know if you want to send one of these to somebody, and you'll go in the draw to collect one. Oh, thank you very much. That's very nice. Thank you, Alison. Thank you, Sue. Yes, we were busy. I didn't do the yellow ones today. We've only done the purple, but we've still been busy enough as it is today. Oh, thank you. That's lovely, Yvonne. Thanks ever so much. So I hope you have enjoyed all of these, and I'll pop the link in if you want to find out more about retreat, because the only problem with having my camera down here is you can't see them all. You can't see them all. I will take pictures and they'll go up at some point over the next few days or weeks or whatever into my Facebook as and when I can get them up there. Thank you, Margaret. That's lovely. Oh, look at you guys. You're loving pansies today. That's so nice. So I will pop up the details about retreat just in case you're interested in coming along. I obviously can only ship the products to the UK, so I can't do international. Although technically I can do the Netherlands, but I don't know how. So so that's a thing. But I do an international version if you just want to come along and get the online tutorials, watch the videos, and come and chill out and hang out with us. So if you're interested in that, then please do let me know, because I will do you an international. I can do an international link which you can click, and then obviously you don't get any product, but you still get the rest of the benefit of the day. But if you're in the UK, you'll get the whole bundle. You'll get the papers, you'll get lots of cardstock, you'll get lots of designs, and you'll get me. Whether that's, I don't know, that might be a bonus, might not be a bonus, who knows. I'm hoping it's a bonus. So but yes, I think, oh, Jackie's on. Oh, look at that. That's nice. That's nice. You'd love to send to a friend. Excellent. Thank you. And Marilyn and Monique, thank you. Yes. Yeah, that's always the thing. That's always the thing, to make sure that you can put them together properly, Marilyn. Yeah, I know. And there's more, there's so much more that needs putting together. But yes, I just showed you the most difficult piece, which I think is this main center pansy. But yes, if you're interested in retreat, I would love to see you. We have so much fun, and they're very casual and laid back, as you can tell from some of the comments from I posted over the weekend. What do you wear when you're crafting? Which was, just cash really, and that's it. We are very casual at my retreats. I don't believe in getting dressed up as if you're going to sit at the captain's table or anything like that. We have chill out and chat. We don't judge anybody by what they're wearing, where they're sitting, what their craft room looks like. Although if you've got a really nice craft room, we love to have a bit of a nose around that. But yeah, we have a lot of fun. So I hope that if you're interested, you would want to come along. And if anyone on here would like to give a recommendation of my craft retreats, then please do so, because everybody will believe you more than they'll believe me, maybe. I don't know. It's always nice to get somebody else's input into it. Anyway, that's it from me. Have a lovely rest of your day and rest of your week, and I will see you here again same time next week for my Moody Monday Pick Me Up live video. Thank you so much for watching. I truly appreciate you, and yeah, I'll see you soon. Bye.